Hello, welcome to the video. A slightly different format to usual for me in that I'm not here standing next to the car, I'm on this little screen instead. It was really windy the day I made this video, and just as I thought it was going to be okay, someone started using some power tools in the background as well, so I thought okay, we'll just film the car and then add this bit on afterwards. So here I am, here to show you around this beautiful 2013 Honda NBox Custom G Turbo SS package. SS stands for Suzuka Special, so it's a special edition. Not hugely different to the standard custom turbo NBoxes. So what do we get? We get a leather steering wheel and gear shifter. We get piano black trim infill panels around the steering wheel rather than the usual silver. We also have some cosmetic changes to the cup holders, not that we might get too excited about those. On some of the lower spec models, the SS Special Edition would also bring a power sliding door on the right hand side and height adjustable driver's seat. But because this is a custom turbo, we have those things anyway, so it's not really made much difference to the overall spec level, but slightly different appearance, which may appeal to you. So this is a November 2013 car, and it's done around about 107,500 kilometers, which equates to around about 66,800 miles. This was auction grade 4. I think if it had just under 100,000 kilometers, it would probably have made it to 4.5 actually, because it is in really nice condition, as hopefully you'll see as we go round. So let's have a look around the outside first of all. And probably the first thing you might spot, if you're used to looking at these, if you've seen a few of them, is this central trim panel just under the headlights, goes across the entire front of the car, which is matched to the body colour in this case. You're probably aware that in most cases this is chrome to match that central grille, the bit with the Honda badge on that's attached to the bonnet, but in this case it's white. I don't know whether that was an option at the point of purchase, or whether this is something that a previous owner has done, either had it painted or it doesn't actually look like it was painted, it looks like it was made that colour, so borrowed it from another car. Let me know in the comments what you think of it. I think it works quite well actually, particularly with the white, but yeah, interested to hear your views on that. One trim level where this is standard is the Modulo X, and if you're not sure what that is, then make sure you subscribe to the channel, because I've got one of those on the way for one of my import to order customers, so I'll be making a video of that in due course, and you will see that that too has this panel in the body colour. So carrying on round, this has got 15-inch alloy wheels. Because it's a turbo, they get 15-inch alloy wheels as standard, whereas the non-turbos have 14-inch. It's got a matching set of Yokohama tyres on, with plenty of tread left, about 6mm all round. We have the monsoon shields, as you will see on the vast majority of the cars I import. Power sliding doors on both sides of this car, and they can be operated from the buttons on the key, from the buttons by the steering wheel, we'll see those later on, or from the handles themselves, both interior and exterior door handles. The offside reversing light has been converted into a fog light. You may well be aware that that's required for the car to pass a UK MOT. I'll just show you that working. Carrying on round then, you'll see we've got a privacy glass on the rear doors and on the tailgate. So hopefully as we continue on round, you can tell that this is a really clean car in very nice condition. So let's move on to having a look at the inside, shall we? And I'm pleased to say that the condition of the interior matches that of the exterior, in that it's really good. Very nice smell to it as well. You may think it's a bit weird commenting on that, but it's one thing that you can't get an impression of from a video, and it may be quite important to you in terms of the car not smelling of smoke, animals, rotting food, etc, etc, etc. So interior is in really nice condition. We can see those piano black trim pieces around the steering wheel that I described to you earlier on, part of the SS Special Edition. The NBoxes come with these really nice bench seats as well. They can be adjusted independently, of course, and we also have an armrest / cup holder between the seats too. So having a look at the door controls then, you can see we've got electric window switches all round there with automatic for the driver. We've got electric mirror adjustment, and they can also be folded in electronically too. And then we've got the switches for central locking, so you can lock the vehicle or unlock the vehicle when you're inside it, and the button to disable the electric windows in the back should you have people sitting there who are prone to fiddling with them and you don't want them to. Moving on to the dashboard then, the right hand side of the dashboard, just next to the steering wheel, you can see we've got the switches that I mentioned earlier for the power sliding doors. We've also got the ability, just like with the rear electric windows, to switch them off. We've got the green Econ button as well that adjusts the, I suppose well, when I say shift characteristics of the CVT, obviously it hasn't got actual gears, but it adjusts the parameters that it uses when you're driving. It's on by default, but if you switch it off, you get slightly better acceleration. It allows the engine to rev slightly higher. Moving on to the steering wheel then, so we've got indicators on the right on this car, as with almost all the cars that I import from Japan. It's got automatic headlights should you want them, but you don't have to use them. You can turn them on and off manually as well. The controls for the front fogs are on there too. So then looking at the left-hand stalk, we've got the wiper, all the wiper controls on the left-hand side with a variable intermittent wipe for the windscreen wipers. Onto the steering wheel itself, because this is a turbo model, it has cruise control, so the controls for the cruise control are on the right-hand side of the steering wheel, the audio controls on the left-hand side. And peeping out behind the steering wheel there, you will see the flappy paddle shifters. If you've seen any of my previous videos, you may have seen me mention that arguably these are a little bit pointless. We'll just start it up now. So you can hear it running, so you can see that all the warning lights come on and then go off. Why is it important that they come on? Well, because if you're being really dodgy and the car's got an engine light on, you could perhaps just remove the bulb so that the engine light doesn't come on without actually fixing the problem. So that's why it's important to see that they come on as the car does its startup initialization thing, and then they go off. Let's move on to have a look at the stereo then. So a few sort of standard things that you'll probably have heard me mention about stereos for Japanese import vehicles. The navigation usually doesn't work for the UK, so it would be nice to think that you could just get a UK map card, SD card, and put it in and that would fix it, but it doesn't usually work for the UK. The other thing to be aware of is that the FM frequency range is slightly different in Japan, so they're not completely aligned with ours over here, and that means that you can't tune in all of the UK stations. But what you can do on this one and on a lot of cars is you can connect your phone via Bluetooth. So if you can listen to something on your phone, then you can listen to it in the car, be that digital radio, be that Spotify, whatever else you want to listen to. This car's got a reversing camera fitted as well. So you may also have noticed there's some other audio options for this car. This head unit has got an internal hard disk drive, so you can record from CD or from SD card onto the internal hard disk drive within the head unit. And another feature that's quite nice, well I quite like it anyway, is that quite often, and this is the case with this car, you get a hard disk drive full of the previous owner's music. So you get to listen to the music that they were into when they owned the car. Other audio options then, you've got, you can put music on an SD card and play it on that. You probably noticed there's two SD card slots for this car. One of them's for the map information, and then the other one is for the audio. And this one's also got a CD and DVD player. Moving on to the central area of the dashboard then, you see the start-stop button there, you see the leather-bound gear shift lever, and you see the AC control. So this has got automatic climate control, all works very well. You see an accessory socket, used to be called cigarette lighter socket, I guess, accessory charger socket just down there too. And then we've got quite a bit of storage space, so this central sort of small glove box and then a larger glove box over to the left in the passenger area. Inside that glove box there is a set of books, all in Japanese obviously, so we've got the owner's manual and the service book, and then this car comes with two remote keys as well. Moving on to look at the back of the car, the familiar story of an awful lot of legroom, more than you'd find in an awful lot of much larger cars, well, much larger from the external footprint point of view cars anyway. Really comfortable seats. Both rear seat passengers get armrests too. And then you may have seen with these seats, so-called magic seats, the bases of the rear seats fold up to give you a really nice storage space there. And then if you need even more, you can fold the backs of the rear seats down to form this huge boot space. And as with the legroom, the amount of space that you've got in one of these would put a lot of much larger cars to shame. It really is very useful because of the shape of the car and because of the way it's been designed. Under this storage flap in the boot then, we've got the jack, the tyre inflation kit. These cars don't come with a spare wheel, but they do come with a tyre inflation kit. And the fluid that goes with the manufacturer supplied kit is often out of date, so I usually throw in a new can of tyre weld as well to avoid any issues with the old fluid not working properly. Alright, I think that's about it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed being shown around this 2013 Honda NBox Custom G-Turbo SS package. This is the point where I usually say that the car's for sale, and if you'd like to buy it, then please do get in touch. Unfortunately, it's already sold, so can't offer you the chance to come and buy it. What I can offer you though is my import to order service, where you can hire me to buy and import a car for you to your specification, then get it ready, register it, and then you can come and collect it from me when it's all done. So if you're interested in that as an option for getting your hands on an NBox, my email address is in the description of this video, and I look forward to hearing from you. Okay, that's about it for this video. Remember to consider subscribing if you haven't already, so you get to find out when I publish more videos like this. Thank you very much for joining me. I'll look forward to seeing you again for the next one. Bye for now.